apologies for the late delay. And this first game is underway, or sorry, second game is underway on this Monday night in PBLA semifinal land in Philadelphia. Rizzo ranked playing host to two semifinal games tonight. Game one went the way of the Thunder, 13-5. This one going the way of the Morudes thus far, the two-time champion in 23 and 24, looking to avenge their 2025 championship loss to the Thunder, and they have a possibility to have a date set with them if they are able to pull this win out against the Pups tonight. A back-and-forth battle thus far. Another team is led by more than two. It's a 4-3 lead going the way of the Morudes thus far. 13-23 and taking the play in the second period. Again, 4-3 the margin. Morudes on the ball. The team in tan with the maroon numerics and maroon trim around their jerseys. Number 9, Tyler Rocco is leading the charge here. He goes to the far corner. McClure fires. Mutt's shot, save made. Deflected wide into the corner. Played by Nick Fox & Co. Here comes the speedy Fox. Fox to this far circle. One high and play by Hess. Hess double pumping shot pushed wide. Rebound sails high on a bounce. Murph Butler to the middle. He finds Ozier. Here they come. Eric Ozier to the middle. Shot. Quick save again made. Second opportunity in on. Beal is again denied by the Pups goaltender. Third time denied again. Two big saves and a third time pushed away there by Beal as his brother helps him out. Murph Butler around the blue line leading the charge here. Butler on the feed to Hoffman. Hoffman near side. Blue line to circle. A shot. Score! Dalton Hoffman catches in. It's 5-3 Morudes. Pretty high. (12-12) and 12-11 coming off the clock here in the second period. 5-3 the lead. Now 3 full minutes gone in the second frame. 5-3 to lead off the draw. The Pups got a clean shot, but it was ushered out wide by Hauser. On the recovery, Jonathan Miller. Miller between the blue line, gets past the man now. Miller with speed goes to the far side of the floor. Tyler Rodkowitz holding up space there. Now Stylau to the middle, back for Stylau. Okay, Stylau in the middle, finds Hoffman. Hoffman through contact there, lost the ball, gets his own recovery. Dalton Hoffman through pressure, fires that one in. Deep pump fake there, the ball wasn't in his stick though. And I can't quite make out the shooter, I believe that was Hoffman. But to no avail as Beal was ready, had the ball even be able to come out of the stick. Looks to be our second early penalty of this one. 5-3 the lead. We'll see who this one is against. It appears to be against the Pups. That'll be their second penalty of the day. Two-minute minor against Bozak for a slash. That's number 11, and Colin Bozak off for 2 minutes. The second time the Morudes assume they have the opportunity to go up a man and score, as they are currently 1 for 1 on the man opportunities. Sliding in chance there, and the crease is denied. Second opportunity there for Ozier is also turned away. And a third time does not come about. Rob McClure will take it along the far circle. McClure finds Hoffman. Hoffman on the feed, whipping it around. Pass in front. No shot got off though. Back to the middle. It's Hoffman who takes it away. Hoffman a shot. Looking to go 5-hole. He cannot there. And the rebound played away by the Morude offense. 26-25 coming off a fresh 30-second clock. Rockowitz from the top makes him miss. Driving in. Rockowitz a shot. They score. 6-3 Morudes as the lead now up to 3.
The goals starting to pile on. They are getting them up 6-3, taking advantage of every opportunity they get.
Much needed goal there. They've now scored 3 in a row. After back-to-back Pups goals, we're able to tie the game up at 3 back in that first frame. 10:05 to play now in the second period. 6-3 the lead. It goes the way of the Pup offense on the ensuing draw. Hayden Zadell to the far circle. Solomon Hess driving in. One-on-one coverage on Hess. Far corner now. Hess backpedaling to the middle, looking for Nick Fox. A brilliant shot, but it's saved. And it's in the crease regardless. So Fox will head off on the crease violation. Up in front here, a sliding attempt made again. Second chance save is needed and pulled through by Beal. And again, the 28 of Blake Beal has been more than busy in his own net. .9:23 to play in the second period. 6-3 the score in favor of the Morudes thus far. And it seems like at least So the 51 now, the Pups will get a 2-minute penalty. So right as the first expires, we have a second penalty, as this one will go against the 51 of Zadell. Big loss for them. 2-time goal scorer tonight. Caden Zadell now off with a 2-minute minor. Hoffman in the near circle. On the return feed, Rockowitz ends that one out wide. Shot off the mark. Blocked down in front of Beal. Rebound played to the Pup offense. Now it's George Grippo with contact, room to work with. Now drops back 2-on-3 disadvantage. Grippo still waiting for some help here. Holding for the moment. Solomon Hess behind Tim. Grippo will keep it for this second. Grippo again now drives to the corner. Nearly lost the ball, but recovers his own footing. Grippo spinning, feeding to Solomon Hess. Hess winds up, shot deflected wide, and a brilliant save there by Matt Kuhn at the very last moment. He sends that one into the corner. His play by Murph Butler, and the Morudes will clear the area. 8:22 now in the second period. Butler up the other end. Back to Butler. Along the blue line, Murph Butler to Ethan Kraus. Kraus between the circles to Hoffman. Backtracking and waiting for some help here. He finds it back in Kraus. Ethan Kraus with Reuter in close coverage to Ogier. Eric Ogier winds, fires, and scores! 7-3 Morudes, 4 in a row for the team in tan and maroon.
In a game as high stakes as this, especially with the Thunder running away in the second half of the first game, it's all about who can score more here and who can break through a defense, because that's what they're going to need to do in the championship.
Eric Ogier on the board for the first time today. He has his team in front by 4 as we head to the first time out of this second period. About the midway point in this game, 7-3 the margin. Running clock here as we resume play in the second period. 7-3 the lead going in favor of the Morudes thus far. They've scored 4 in a row in the game. A goaltender change to announce is a Beal for Beal sub, as Blake Beal is off and Chase Beal is in. 28 is off in favor of 2. It's Reuter now off the draw for the Pup offense, but up in the air, and I'm not sure where that one went, but Reuter couldn't find it either. Solomon Heston said tracks it down, and the Pup offense will come away with the ball somehow. Caden Zadell on the circle to Fox. Fox now drifting into the near side in front of his own bench. Fox a shot, he scores! Top bins for Nick Fox. A much needed goal right there, and a full strength goal will make it 7-4.
Anything you can do to cut down the lead there, you just gotta put the work in. You gotta fight back. Leads are hard to come back from, especially one as big as 4 goals only around the midway mark of the game. So you just got to chip it down one by one.
So it's about to be a 2-minute minor penalty for holding against the Morudes. That is now washed out due to the goal. It's 7-4 with 6.5 to play in the second period. Full strength 5-on-5. Off the draw is Morude possession. Adam Yee will scoop it. Yee sends that one in deep. Clock is reset here as it expired for a brief moment, but to no real issue as Rockowitz holds for the moment. Rockowitz goes out wide by the Blue Cross sign. Now drive back in for Mutz. Mutz to Hoffman. Hoffman on a give. One touch to Rockowitz. Back to Hoffman. Returns the favor. A shot on goal is denied by Beal. Good save made there. And here come the Pups on offense. They've scored 1, looking to make it back-to-back for the second time today. Strolene to Fox. Fox in this near circle with Adele behind him. Fox gives chase, but instead finds Sterling along the far side of the floor. Sidearm toss for Hess. Hess a shot, ushered out wide. Rebound back to the middle. Solomon Hess has his own and shot again denied. Fox in the mix there. Fox scoops it, plays it double check on him. Fox recovers. Nick Fox with 4 defenders on him. Fires that one out wide for Hess, but the shot clock expires on him. A much needed high flying offense of possessions. A string of offensive possessions here for the Pups, but nothing coming of them thus far. So even in all that chaos, it'll be Noah France who gets 2 minutes for an illegal cross check. The 2-minute minor will go against the Dudes. 5:04 and 5:03 off the clock in the second period. Nick Fox toward the top. Lizzie Hamill has it along the far boards. Fox again plays it in the middle. Nick Fox a shot at the same spot, same result for Nick Fox. Top right corner, he beats Billy Hauser. It's 7-5.
When you're one of the best in the league, any shot you take is going to give you an advantage. He loves that spot. Why not continue to take the shot? When you're down, you got to do whatever you can to try to break through that wall. Why not give it to your best player and your best shooter so we can rip it top corner?
Back-to-back goals scored by Nick Fox. He's their only goal scorer in the second period thus far, about 10.5 minutes in. Back-to-back and much needed, each of them, for the Pup offense. They cut the deficit in half in this frame. It's George Grippo now following the violation on the Morudes to resume play for the Pup offense. Grippo sends that one in deep. Lizzie Hamill to Nick Fox. Can Fox do it again here? Drifting into the middle. Fox fades away. Into the middle, Lizzie Hamill off speed. It bounced wide, but it was played there by Hauser. Hauser on a get to the far corner. Tie up there with Jonathan Miller. Miller with Adele in close coverage. Miller gets away somehow. Jonathan Miller again with magic past him. Looking to get past Nick Fox. He can't this time. Ball now jarred loose at the very last moment, and Nick Fox takes it away. Fox with contact there. Holding himself along the main circle. Fox has the ball pickpocketed, but Lizzie Hamill is there for the recovery. Fox now comes off on the defensive possession. Ryan Rafferty on the floor in his favor. Charlene to the middle. Charlene a shot. Blocked down. The second chance if it goes. It was loose in the crease. A perfect screen set up in front though. Andrew Charlene to the corner. Ball taken away. Ethan Krause closes the gap and takes it behind the net. Krause between the circle and main stripe. Ethan Krause along the far boards. Into the corner, spinning, firing for Hoffman. Hoffman a shot on goal. It's a one-hopper that would have been in, but it is waved off. Extra contact there by a Morudes attacker on a Pup defender there, parallel to Beal. So no goal is the call, 7-5 the margin. Pup ball on the move on the other end. Bruder, now Hess. Hess driving in. Solomon Hess a shot. Glove pad save made by Hauser. And I believe Solomon Hess is down now behind the play. Took some contact there along the far boards. He is back to his feet. And maybe just awkward contact with that back glass. Sterling now between the circles. Backpedaling, good play by Zadell to keep it in play. Caden Zadell near circle, had a lane, puts that one off the mark. And the rebound is forced to be tracked down by Hess. Solomon Hess to Caden Zadell. Shot clock halfway there. Zadell backtracking. Main circle sends that one in deep. A little bit high the defender, but played instead by Sterling. Swatted at, sent backwards. The Pups can't get on it cleanly. Ryan Quinn in the mix there as well. But a 3-jerseyed Morudes attack will finally get on it in time. Cade Stylau along the blue line now, spinning back in space. Stylau in front of the broadcast. Second opportunity is pushed wide of the net. Rebound up in the air. Stylau in the mix. He does not get there. Here come the Pups on the opportunity the other way. With speed and a lead. It's a shot. It is again the save made by Hauser. Denied was Adele, who looks for a hat trick. It's Morudes ball on the far boards. Rotkowitz behind the net. Into the middle, Ogier. A shot. They score. It goes through. Rotkowitz on the feed, and Eric Ogier with the second goal of the day makes it 8-5.
I think the goal was temporarily interestingly put on the scoreboard.
This is true. So the last 2 goal scorers in the game in Rotkowitz and Ogier will get the assist and goal on this one. Still waiting on the official scoreboard update here. Numbers are switched up, but we'll get back to you in a moment. It's an 8-5 lead for the Morudes. Kraus in the far circle. Ethan Kraus spins in space, waiting for some help on the blue line. He finds Rotkowitz. Rotkowitz driving, shooting, saving was Beal, and he's there in the crease as well for the second opportunity. That does not come. Fox was open down the floor. They did not see him in time, so it stays a 3-goal margin. 30 seconds to play in the second period. Hess between the circles. Hess firing into the corner. Rafferty looking to play it. He can't there. And the Morudes will finally take it away. And the clock will stop at 22.2 in this second frame. Timeout called by the Morudes. 8-5 the margin in favor of the second seed. The Morudes coming in at 8-3. The Pups at 7-5. The Morudes beat the Pups earlier this year 15-4 on July 22nd, albeit the Pups were very much shorthanded in that game, with stars including Nick Fox not available. The Pups, though, when they were at full strength, beat the Morudes 9-5 way earlier on at June 1st, the second game of this season. And that one, again, without many Morude stars in the lineup. So the first time these two teams have really been at full strength, and they've played a back-and-forth affair thus far, albeit a 3-goal margin going the way of the Morudes to this point. Again, the Morudes looking to avenge a championship loss last year against the Thunder. The Thunder have cashed in their spot. A 13-5 win over the Outlaws earlier today made that a finalized decision. Morudes, though, the 2023 and 24 champs, looking to take down the newly founded Pups this year, their first year of existence, albeit primarily made up of the Black Storm. But for now, it's all Morudes. 20 seconds to go in the second period. Pass in deep for Rotkowitz. Around the horn they go. Rotkowitz on the return feed along the blue line. He fires it back for Ethan Kraus, and Kraus goes far side into the corner. Rob McClure holding. To the middle, Ogier off his stick, played back toward Beal. Ogier back from McClure, who spins. McClure along the base of the boards, coming in behind Beal, and there will be no shot in the dying seconds of the second period. We're through 30 minutes of play here at Rizzo Rink, 15 more to come. Jack, any thoughts so far?
This game's been relatively close so far. I mean, certain goals have been traded back and forth, but these two teams are competitive. They're ready to fight. The Thunder are coming in undefeated, 13-0 into the chip on Wednesday. Both of these teams so badly want to be the team to knock off that 13-0 team. This third period is going to decide who gets to do that.
It certainly will. It all comes down to the final 15 at Rizzo Rink. It's an 8-5 ball game going the way of the Morudes, but the Pups not out of it by any means. Coming back a few seconds early here in this third period to give you a quick recap of these two teams' seasons. The Morudes again, 8-3 as you mentioned before. Both of these teams have won a game in the season series. The Pups win promoted them to 7-5 on the season. The Morudes had one game rained out this year, hence their 11 total games compared to the Pups' 12, but it has not seemed to be a factor, as the Morudes leading by 3, 8-5 so far. A few seconds gone as we have a running clock to begin this third period. The scoreboard is now reset to where it should be, and the Pups looking to change it off the bat. It's George Grippo on the feed from Matthew Reuter. Grippo holding, pickpocketed, taken away by Adam Yee. Yee through contact there, Ethan Kraus in the area, but Yee pries it loose, and he fires to Murph Butler in deep in his own defensive zone. Butler one hopper to Yee. Adam Yee feeds Mutz. Mutz plays it on a hop as well. He fires to Kraus now into the offensive zone. To Hoffman. Into the corner again. Holding now, feeding for Kraus. Kraus going to go 5-hole is denied. Second chance loose in the crease. Swatted at. Now the team is on it cleanly. The Pups will finally scoop it on multiple opportunities. And it's Ryan Quinn who plays it. Quinn around the blue line. Contact there with Rotkowitz, but Quinn backstacking. Quinn holding, tied up there, keeps possession. To Rafferty. Rafferty in deep. Solomon Hess winds and fires a putter just off the mark. Rebound sent back to Ogier and Co. of the Morudes. Eric Ogier along the far boards. Further in for John Creaney. Creaney to Tyler Rockowitz along the blue line. Rockowitz to Hoffman in the middle. Hoffman, pump fakes, now ball knocked down. Solomon Hess there in the mix as well. Hess pressured in deep along the near boards in front of the Pup bench is taken away by Mutz and Co. The Morudes. Mutz's shot blocked down. Second chance, loose, swatted at and kicked away by Kraus. Inadvertent kick there, and possession goes the way of Sterling and the Pups offense. Sterling to Nick Fox. Fox winding up, double pumping, putting that one off the mark. Sterling, a second chance in front, again denied, and the rebound scooped up by Hauser. Billy Hauser on the drop. Noah France into the corner. France gets the return fire from Hauser. Up the other end of the floor they go. Ogier will play it. Backtracking along the far boards. Less than 13 minutes to go in the third period. Ogier driving in, a pass a little bit high. Grippo looking to play it in the corner. He can't there. Double teamed and out man. Grippo. Sidearm toss. Lost it for Zadell. Zadell couldn't scoop it again. And now it's played by the Pups. And the Morudes, excuse me. Cade Style out. Holding for the moment. Style out of Rockowitz. 12:30 now in the third. Rockowitz driving to the blue line. Tyler Rockowitz cutting in, shooting and scoring. It's 5-hole on Beal. It's 9-5 Morudes.
Floodgates slowly starting to open here. Now a 4-goal lead, 9-5, down to about 12 minutes left in this game. Anything's possible, but as of now, the Morudes are dominating.
It has been all Morudes here late. The game was tied 3-3, but since then it's been a 6-2 run for the Morudes. That run lasting now well over 20 minutes. Solomon Hess in the near circle. Hess going in deep for Nick Fox off his back, and it's played by Hauser instead. The Morude offense will take things over here. Murph Butler plays it. Butler between the circles now into the main. Drops that one off for Hoffman. Hoffman through the main strike. Hoffman pressured forward. Pick set. Hoffman a shot off the iron. Second chance is back toward him, but it's past his stick. Nick Fox getting chased here. Fox will pry that ball loose. Stick check up against the boards. Nick Fox takes it away. Fox through extra contact there, driving in, shooting, and scoring is Nick Fox. A hat trick for the Pup. It's 9-6 Morudes.
Again, when you're down by a substantial amount of goals as they were, just give it to your best player. And Fox doing what he does best, scoring, absolutely dominant on that. However, they're still down 3. There's still a lot of mountain left to climb.
A Drexel product, Nick Fox now with 3 goals to his name. He scored each of the last 3 in the game for the Pup offense. And those 3 goals coming in the last 11 minutes of game time. 9-6 the margin. The Pups answer the bell, but they have to do so at least 3 more times. Bozak to the middle. Solomon Hess wide of him. Played instead by Zadell. 10.5 to go in the third. Caden Zadell across the main strike. Pick set there. Zadell drifting in, firing a shot pushed wide. It'll go through the netting, or through the ceiling contraption, whatever you want to call that. But Solomon Hess is forced to track down the rebound. Did not make contact with the wall, so it stays in play. The Pups will retain possession here. A pass on a one-hopper off speed. Shot saved. Second chance is up in the air and pulled down. As Billy Hauser closed the gap immediately, Adam Yee a little bit overled. Chase Beal out of his own net, but instead played to the 47 of Creaney. Creaney a shot, they score! John Creaney on the recovery, and it's 10-6 Morudes.
Every time the Pups throw a punch to gain some ground, the Morudes punch right back. 10-6, a great counter goal there to reduce any kind of offensive momentum that the Pups have.
The Pups looking to play a poker-style hand here. They put Beal back in the game as the 28 of Blake Beal comes in favor of the 2 of Chase Beal. Blake conceded 7 goals across his first 2 periods of work. 3 goals allowed in the first 5.5 minutes by Chase Beal. Neither one having their best game of the season, but neither one stinking up too bad in this one. Eric Ogier along the far boards. Ogier cutting in between the circles. Eric Ogier drifting, shooting, putting it wide of Beal. Rebound now toward Kraus, who couldn't play it. Kraus now back on a second opportunity. He scoops it and now passes it wide of Mutz all the way back toward Hauser, who plays it Hauser with multiple crow hops there. A 1 hop pass up the end of the floor to Hoffman. Dalton Hoffman a shot. Save made. Second chance over the top. It's denied by Beal at the very last moment. It was Ogier who went flying on the outskirts of the crease, but it is kept out there by Beal. Strong save made, but the Pups need a lot more than just that, with 10-6 being the score. Strelin to Fox. Fox just outside the main circle. Nick Fox winds and fires. Save made. Rebound loose in the crease. It is nearly trickling in, but it's closed out there as Hauser was able to finally slam the door shut at the very last moment. Up the floor come Miller and co. Miller for Kraus. Ethan Kraus near circle. Kraus driving, spinning, taken down there, gets back to his feet now, nearly tries to. He's still being pinned down. Nick Fox is back up. Fox, though, outmanned. Holding on for the moment by a man. He's through 3, and a shot pushed wide. Wanted a 4th goal today, but he cannot cash in. Hamill now plays it. Hamill to Grippo. Grippo along the blue line. Sends that one in deep for Zadell. A shot again denied. Looking for a 3rd of his own. Caden Zadell to the corner. Taking down a Morudes with him, but he has it back to his feet. He goes. Zadell to Fox. Fox a shot pushed high and wide. Rebound sent in deep again, but again off the mark. It'll be a violation against the Pup offense. The Morudes offense is back on it with a chance to take a game-high 5-goal lead. 7:20 to play in the 3rd. It's Kraus giving for Hoffman. Ogier cutting in front of him. Hoffman holding for the moment. Dalton Hoffman double pumping, sending that one in deep for Mutz. It's off his stick, played instead by the 14 of the Pups, that being Ryan Quinn. Quinn looking for Grippo, he has it there. Mutz lost his stick behind the play. Grippo is on it for the moment. 7 to play in the 3rd period. A 4-goal margin separates these two teams. Chris Hamill in the main circle. Hamill driving in. Hamill double pumping now behind the net. Has an opportunity here. Finds Strelin, a quick shot, and it's denied on the top of the boards. It's brought back in play. No touch of the netting. So we resume play here with the Morudes on offense. It's Butler. Checked there by Strelin, but Butler will slow his roll. Murph Butler along the blue line. Cutting into the main circle now. Butler still pressured out. Good defense play by Strelin. Can't get the ball loose. Now he does. Ball on the floor. It's up in the air for a moment, but delayed call was going against the Pups, and someone has been sent off. And they're saying it's Butler now. A stick check there late. Will that be a second? They're ushering Butler off. I'm curious to see what the official ruling is here. We'll get it in just a moment. I believe it's 2 minutes against Butler. So the 2-minute minor penalty for slashing against Murph Butler. And that opens the door for the Pup offense yet again. A 10-6 game, a 6:10 on the game clock, ironically. Strelin sends it out wide for Fox. Back to Strelin, to Hess. Through traffic, Hess on target, save me. And Hauser will close the door there at the last second as well. Billy Hauser on the give. Adam Yee backtracking. Yee behind his own back. Plays it to the 24 of Wade Mutz. Hard contact there. Wade Mutz cut through traffic again. Trying to pressure through Strelin, but he couldn't do it that time. As Mutz now goes to the far boards. Back and forth across the floor goes Wade Mutz. A 5-on-4 disadvantage going against the Morudes in favor of the Pups. Jonathan Miller, near side circle. Miller with 8 and 7 coming off the shot clock. Fires a shot. Top 5 hole is denied. Rebound up in the air and contested and pulled down now by Zadell. Zadell to Fox. Penalty about halfway expired. Fox calling his men in deep. Field general around the blue line. Ryan Rafferty back for Fox. To Grippo. Returns the favor. Fox, a shot, sliding save made by Hauser. Second chance by Strelin is played into the middle. Stick is up in the air, that's Strelin's. The ball with it, and it's now scooped away by the 30 of Samuel Beamer. Beamer to Miller. Less than 5 to go in regulation time. Jonathan Miller on the outskirts of the main circle. Miller through the blue line. Jonathan Miller with speed. Ball jarred loose. Loose on the floor again. Caden Zadell will scoop it, and he's back up with it. Zadell, blue line to blue line. Far circle now fading away. Zadell toward the top. It's George Grippo. Grippo to the middle. Nick Fox. Fox to Solomon Hess. Hess off the far glass, played by Zadell. Zadell on a hop. Shot from Hamill. He scores! A one-hopper into the top corner. It's 10-7. And better late than never in the penalty. They score with 1:53 having elapsed in the time. It's 10-7.
I think that was a pretty lucky shot. Super early bounce compared to when it was actually released from the stick, and it barely got in top right corner. Risky, but a smart play, because now you're down 3 with 4 to play.
It ends nearly a 12-minute long scoring drought for the Pup offense. 10-7 the margin, only down 3 as we said. It's 3:45 to play in regulation time officially. Caden Zadell plays it back. There's the 19 of Ben Minardi there close by him. He fires to Nick Fox. Fox into the corner, chance in front for Zadell. Winds and fires, saved by Hauser. Rebound loose in the crease, and Hauser should back on it. The second opportunity is closed. Hauser on the give, the 7 of Noah France to Rockowitz. Still time for the Pups. Need to take this one away though. Rockowitz cutting in with speed and room to work with. Now he spins back. Kale Style holding. To Rob McClure, who has 1 goal today. McClure winds, fires, plays it off the pad of the waiting Beal. It goes to the corner. Battle for the ball here. Still an additional tie-up. Contested there. Nick Fox goes down. Ball loose in the circle. Swatted at and pulled away by Solomon Hess this time. His stick is loose as well. Ethan Krause is back on it. Solomon Hess playing physical defense here, as well as Nick Fox. But it'll go the way of Ethan Krause. Adam Yee in the main circle this time instead. Yee goes in deep with Eric Ogier. Ogier along the far boards. Matsumi pulls it in. Sam to Ethan Krause. Krause winds and fires. Chest pad save made by Beal. Second chance is nearly pulled in by Ogier, but the 2 of Beal is on it cleanly. 2.5 to go in the third period of play. A timeout called by the Pups late in this one. 10-7 the margin in favor of the Morudes. Will be back after this stoppage. Two and a half to play in the third period. Time now running down. 10-7 the margin. Caden Zadell to the main circle. Zadell along the far boards. Contact there in front of the net. Played instead by Sterling. Into the far corner they go. Chris Hamill scoops it off the glass. Now lost it right back to the Morudes. The Morude defense is another big takeaway late in this one with 2:10 off the clock. Jonathan Miller steps back and now fires to the far side. Back for Ogier. Ogier between the blue line and main circle. Gives for Hoffman. Hoffman stepping up. Less than 2 to go in regulation time. Hoffman to Beamer. Behind the back stick play is in. It trickled through. Somehow that one got past the waiting arms of Beal. And that may be the early nail in the coffin. It is now 11-7. It's a 4-goal margin, and Samuel Beamer magically gets that one through.
Up 3 about 2 minutes to go. You might as well have some fun with it. If you like that shot, you're confident in it, might as well take it, and it somehow goes. What an unbelievable moment to just rub salt in the wound.
Certainly a special play there. A 4-goal margin, the final minute 15 will all but do it here in game 2. The Morudes won in 23 and 24, and they'll have a chance to win their 3rd in 4 years coming up. It's Butler on a hot pass Minardi. Final 60 seconds coming off the clock here. Nick Fox shot, pushed it wide. Pad play there by Hauser as well for good measure. Into the corner they go. We'll have a late penalty assessed here. 48-47 coming off the third period clock. And now we'll stop at 43.9. Nick Fox around the blue line, sends that one in deep for Strelin. We're resuming play here. 2-minute minor goes against Adam Yee for a slash. Rafferty in deep with Hess. A shot off the mark. Hess goes into the corner with it now. 30 seconds to play in the third. Hess sends it for Zadell off his stick. Back into the middle where it's played instead by the 88 of Greg Wheaton. Wheaton looking to scoop it. He couldn't do it this time. The Pups take it away instead. Rafferty a shot. Blocked down. Sent in behind the net. The Pups will have one last chance at it. In and over they go. And that will be the final whistle in this second game tonight. The Morudes won in 23 and 24. The Thunder were able to knock away their chance at a three-peat in 2025. A chance for redemption on Monday night. It is the Morudes to take on the Thunder when we come back on Wednesday here at Rizzo Rink.
Game. I mean, the Morudes were stellar on offense today, and the Pups have had a really strong run coming into this first round of the playoffs. Just could not get it done.
11-7 your final score in game 2. That follows up a 13-5 victory for the Thunder over the Outlaws in game 1. And that'll wrap things up here for this Monday night at Rizzo Rink. One last game day coming your way. It's Wednesday night, 7:30 on this same floor. It's the number 1 Thunder looking to go 14-0, and the number 2 seeded Morudes now at 9-3 total on their season. And they'll play one more game looking to reach double figures in wins for the 3rd straight year. That'll be it for us from Rizzo Rink. I'm Caden Stewart, joined alongside by Jack Dubbins and everyone else behind the scenes. Thank you all for watching. Have a good night, and be sure to come back in just about 48 hours.